Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at the 21st installment of what I like to call Ticked Off Thins Tuesdays, where we take a look at various responses to this question.
Fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
As per tradition, we will be deploying Punchy, the punch pillow. How's it going there, Punchy? I am agony. My name is synonymous with pain. Oh, Punchy. As you can see, I retransferred Punchy's face to a new pillowcase, so he looks a lot better now. You can see all of the details and the transfer worked properly. Why'd you screw it up the first time, you idiot? Hey, don't make me start the Punchy beatings early. Before we dive into the things that tick off the skinny minis and the thin mints, I must first apply comb to mustache.
Fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Okay, I have 3 answers to this one.
Exist, and exist. Dang it! Oh wait, I'm the one who said that. Sorry, Punchy. Oh, look at his face. Oh, Punchy. There you go. Oh, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Just relax, Punchy. Sorry, I was getting a little weird there.
Number 1, eating healthy.
Okay, and it pisses off the thin people when you eat healthy. Why? Why? Look me right in my eyeball right now and tell me why.
Sorry, I should put healthy in air quotes.
Yeah, probably. You read my mind.
But when people see what I eat, they accuse me of lying.
Ah, because you eat healthy food in front of them, and then you are still obese, so they're like, wait a minute, this isn't adding up.
Of sneaking food.
You're not though, right? You just eat a very minimal amount of healthy food per day, but somehow you remain obese because you got some kind of magical condition where you pull calories from the air, right?
Because they don't think it's possible for someone who eats the way I eat to be fat.
Right, because if you ate the way that you purported, you wouldn't be. It's very interesting when overweight people try to pull this. Why would you lie when it's so easy to prove that you're lying? You know, just so you can make a fool of yourself, or what's the game here? I don't even eat, guys, but I'm morbidly obese. Yeah, nobody's buying that because we all know that's not how the laws of thermodynamics work on the planet Earth. You take that crap to Neptune.
Number 2, not being asexual. When you're fat, no one is supposed to want you or love you.
Okay, so thin people are angry that you have relations with people. Maybe if you keep going around talking about it, yeah, that would be really annoying to me. I'm like, yo, will you pass me the salt? And you're like, I get laid. I get laid all the time. All right, man. Okay. I didn't say you didn't. I don't want to hear about it.
Let alone be attracted to you. I've never had any issue finding men who are interested in me.
Okay, I'm proud of you, I guess.
Realizing that you don't have to kill yourself or starve yourself to be sexy is really hard for people.
Well, you need to realize that you don't need to kill yourself or starve yourself to lose weight. You've just been ill-informed about what a proper diet is.
Number 3, maintaining my weight. The only acceptable way to be fat in our society is if you are actively trying to no longer be fat.
Okay, are you maintaining your weight or are you gaining weight? I think for a lot of these people, the phrase maintaining your weight just means you didn't lose weight.
As soon as you are happy and confident with the way your body is and choose to stay fat, can't have that.
Right, so if given the choice, you would choose to stay fat. If you could push a button that would magically make you thin, you wouldn't push it. Stop, son. Stop. Well, you know, none of those things make me angry. God, just kidding. Yeah, we got a lot of the same talking points as usual, but at least she didn't say exist. I have a feeling, though, that a couple of people are going to say that. Next.
Fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Well, this is easy. It's that I exist.
God damn it. Punchy. Talk to me, Punchy. Talk to me. How's it going, buddy? I hate you more than anything in this world. What the heck? Why? Why, Punchy? Why? Punchy sure is looking good, huh? So you exist, and these, quote, thin people, they really can't stand that, huh?
That I'm breathing.
That you're breathing? Okay, existing's one thing, but now you're gonna breathe too? Okay. Alright, that's it. That's too much.
I'm trying to date, that I'm trying to go to a restaurant or have fun with my friends.
You're trying to date and go to a restaurant and have fun with your friends? The way that they answer this question is so bizarre. It could be reworded as, hey, what are all the small little things that you do in your life that nobody else pays attention to? And these would all be valid answers for that question. You know what thin people hate about me? When I trim my mustache. Or when I flush the toilet. Or when I make myself a sandwich. Like, dude, this is all crap that nobody cares about. Hey, this chick's over here hanging out with their friends. Get her.
Or buy clothes.
Okay, now you went way too far. I can't believe you said that right now. I cannot believe that you just said you buy clothes right now. This... Ooh, who do you think you are, madame?
Existing is what pisses them off.
You understand that when somebody's, quote, living their best life, they don't pay attention to what anybody else is doing. You're too focused on your own goals and personal achievements. Yo, Punchy, get a load of this chick. She's over here existing. Can you believe this? I don't give half a damn what anybody's doing. I'm confident. Not that nonsense confidence, the real stuff. Really? Oh, wow. Even I'm more confident than these people. Next.
Fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Not actively trying to lose weight.
Weight loss isn't always the best course of action for... Just kidding. How dare you not try to lose weight? Punchy's getting dilapidated quick. Okay, so random girl that I do not know is not trying to lose weight. This enrages me. I am choking on my own rage.
There's like this misconception that if you're fat, you're unhappy and you have to diet.
I would argue that most human beings are unhappy if there's the slightest thing wrong in their lives. And being obese, one could argue, is more than just a thing being slightly wrong in your life. It's negatively impacting every single aspect of your life. From the way that people treat you, to the way that you perceive yourself, to your energy levels, to the dopamine receptors in your brain. It's all negatively impacted by being obese.
To get happy. When I was in high school, my senior year, I started taking diet pills that were prescribed to me from my family doctor.
Okay. You're angry about that.
Anyway, so at 17, I got down to 125 pounds. I'm 5'9", for the record. I was thin.
Okay, well, you better become morbidly obese then. That's the only answer to having a restrictive ED is over-consuming food now and going the other way.
I was thin, and I felt fairly happy with myself that I was thin. But I was no more healthy then than I am now.
Well, if you had a bad diet back then yeah, I would agree. Not everyone who is thin has a proper diet.
And I know all the people who hate fat people are going to say, oh, but the health issues, you must have this, this, and this. I don't struggle with anything.
All right, how old are you? Like 22 or early 20s? You're definitely young. You'll notice a common theme among the fat activists is that they're always like, I'm just fine, when they're in their 20s. But then once they get into their 30s, they stop talking about how they're fine, because that's when it starts to hit you and you start getting tired all the time and having all these issues. Come talk to me when you're in your 30s.
Now that I didn't struggle with when I was thin. A couple years ago when I decided to lose weight, I have this great ability to hyperfixate on things. And I was like, I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to do it right. So I started counting my calories obsessively. I started inputting how much water I was drinking daily and tracking it. And if I wasn't drinking enough, I would like freak out. And I did lose, I think I lost 20 pounds in like 3 months. Here's the thing. It didn't make me feel any happier.
Right, you were probably still eating the same kind of foods, just less of them because you were counting calories. So you might have not felt properly satiated.
And I was like, well, I have to lose more weight. I gotta lose more. I gotta lose more. I hated every part of my body. I hated every roll, every wrinkle, I hated it.
And now you love it though, right? Somehow.
And was like, I have to lose weight to feel better. But honestly, when I was in high school at 125 pounds, I did not feel any better. I still hated every part of my body.
Okay, well that's a mental problem that you have that you need to work on. Just because you were still hyper-fixated on your physique and the way that you look doesn't mean that it's not beneficial to lose weight if you're obese. If you did lose weight, that's just one problem down, and now you need to work on the other issues as well.
So I think maybe it's not the fat making me unhappy. It's the me, guys. It was the me.
Right, and now you're unhappy and obese. So you got two things. Like, what do you mean?
So I decided sometime in the last year to just exist.
Oh. And I can't stand it. Dang it.
I'm over it. I decided that being obsessive about if I didn't get enough steps that I had to exercise. One night I exercised for an hour and a half on the exercise bike because I had eaten too many calories and I made myself basically sick.
Well, you can't outrun or outbike a bad diet. People are always falling into this mess. They're like, I ate a bunch of nonsense. I better go pedal it off. We shouldn't be too obsessive about our diet and exercise regime. It shouldn't be painful. It shouldn't be uncomfortable. It should taste good, and it should be pleasant to do.
And then when I was sick and had a cold, I was still actively exercising like crazy because I was afraid to gain any sort of weight back.
Okay, so you have had a problem with body image and maintaining your weight, and you've obsessed over it. So you assume that that's the only way that a human being can be because you're only viewing the world through your lens. There's a whole different world out there where eating healthy actually tastes good and satiates you. And exercise feels good.
So here we are now, just existing.
Ah, stop coming back to that one.
I still try to choose healthier options to eat because I like healthy food. I like salad. I like lean meats. I love fruits and vegetables.
You don't need to eat lean meat. Eat the fatty meat.
But I'm not obsessed with it because I can't be.
Well, we can find a happy medium between being obsessed with it and just disregarding it entirely.
It's unhealthy. But when people think that I'm like dieting, well, you must be dieting because you're fat. You must want to get skinny. No. I'm dressing for the body I have. I like the body I have. All the squishy bits. I love them.
I'm guessing you just go right up and down several flights of stairs like it's nobody's business with no problems, right?
I still struggle sometimes with some body image issues, but for the most part, learning to love myself has been way healthier than struggling to lose weight ever was.
I'm still curious how one learns to love oneself without making positive changes in their life. How can I convince myself that all my laziness is a virtue? I don't know, a couple hammers to the head? At least hers wasn't just exist. She intermingled some other stuff in there as well, although she did season on a little bit of exist a couple times in there. Next.
Fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
I exist.
He exists! Alright, so you're all the most unoriginal group of people that I've ever seen.
I think that about sums it up.
Yeah? You sure you don't want to elaborate at all or think in the slightest bit? Just exist. You know what thin people hate when I do? When I drive my car and I go to the store. They hate that for some reason. I have a serious question for all the people that keep saying exist. When was the last time that a random person on the street even made eye contact with you? Be honest. Personally, I don't look at anybody. I don't care who's existing. I don't care if you had another frickin' head growing out of the side of your neck. I wouldn't even notice. Next.
Fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
I love myself.
Do you really? Do you really? Look me directly in the eyes and tell me if you really love yourself. Don't start breaking down crying just because some random stranger asked you how you were doing and looked you directly in your eye. It's not weird. You're making it weird.
Exactly the way I am.
Even with that hat? You love yourself just the way you are. Well, normally I wouldn't get angry at somebody loving themselves, but in this case, I'll make an exception. He took his hat off afterwards. Oh, these people are liars. Oh, punchy. Yes, they are. Next.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Existence.
Why did she say it like that? She said it like a Shakespearean actor. Existence. Dude, that was next level. I can't even be mad at the lack of originality on that because you said it with such poise. with such confidence? Properly acted in the Shakespearean method, madam. Existence.
Do it all the time. They hate it.
You do it all the time. They hate it. You exist all the time? Like this is an activity that you keep partaking in? Okay. As usual, I am not enraged in the slightest. The only thing that makes me mad is if you don't subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, please give that sucker a big thumbs up. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.